one, one or two, one or three, one or four. Inspiration, elevation, knocking right at your door.
Aloha mai kako, aloha. Welcome to Mana Bombs podcast, powered by Pomahina Designs. It's me, Kanoi Lani Davis.
And your girl Kulani, Jeremiah Wang. Aloha.
Welcome everybody to episode number 7. Today's Mana Bomb is your new life is going to cost you your old one. And so we want to focus on the fact that I'm not ready to give up on my old self. And what does that mean? And we want to engage conversation with death is an interesting concept. Sometimes the metaphor or literal term of our old self needs to lie to rest. And do you believe that? So we're talking more or less about death in the sense of our old patterns, possibly our traumas, possibly the lessons we've learned, or even a way of completing a cycle within our life cycle. So it doesn't have to be literal. What we're talking about is very metaphorical, but yet is very real. Kulani and I have been tossing around some ideas of what we were going to share today. I wanted to engage Kulani and ask her, what I asked her earlier is if she had experienced anything such as this, or if she knows or understands it in that way of dying, letting ourselves die.
So, okay, I have to admit first, Kanoi, that this is a new one that I had to sit and wonder how come it didn't seem familiar to me. Trying to figure out where I fit in this kind of space, or how does this pertain to me. And one of the first things that I brought up was there's actually a Maori quote that my mom used to share. It is "Mate atu hetoa, aramaira hetoa," which means when one warrior dies, another one takes his place. When I thought about this, right, I'm not ready to give up on my old self, but I want to be the new Kulani, right? Hashtag ever evolving. This was about closing chapters initially, right? You close the chapter and then you begin a new one, or you, like a book, right? It's part of your life cycle. What kind of patterns am I creating that will be beneficial for them?
So we're repeating patterns and we don't even know it. And yet we wonder why. And so part of it is waking up, being aware, and the metaphorical death is accepting it for what it is and literally letting it go. Let that cycle complete itself. So that when all these things come back into your life, somebody tells you did something wrong. Somebody tells you aren't good enough. Somebody tells you that you're deficient in some way, shape, or form. It no longer puts you in depression. It no longer makes you defensive. When you're renewed, you start to take it and accept it and go, okay, that's a lesson I can learn. I can improve upon something. I'm going to elevate. I'm going to take it, make it into my foundation. I'm going to step on it and I'm going to rise. That's when you know you are that phoenix rising. That's when you know death has occurred. Yeah. So that's where I was coming from, in the sense of your new life is going to cost you your old one.
I'm totally learning about that, because 6 years ago I became single, right? And so I had to figure out, this is so new, like almost 20 years with the same person, and whoa. But I let go, right? The goal was to find Kulani. And once I found Kulani, this renewed version, this person who had overcome a lot of things, still had a few things to work on. I still have a few things to work on, but for the majority of the strain of learning how to be myself again, because I was always independent.
Well, with that being said, do you have anything else you want to share before we head out?
Absolutely. So today is Friday the 22nd. And I don't know if you folks have seen on Instagram, but we've decided to do a second Vision and Vibes class. So that's going to be on February 3rd, and the spaces are super limited. We did have inquiries before. They're jumping in on this class. So if you're interested, please email us at monabombspodcast@gmail.com. And again, February 3rd, that's a Wednesday, is it?
Yeah.
Yep, it's a Wednesday, and it'll be at 6:30 in the evening, Hawaii Standard Time. Come check us out. Come check us out. It's really fun. And like I said, the vision board helped me. So you want to do great things for yourself and your ohana in 2021, email us.
We hope that you find us every Monday and Friday on Anchor and YouTube. And Kulani will explain a little bit more about that after. But signing off, it's me, Kanoilani Davis on the islands of Molokai.
And it's Kulani, Jeremiah Wang here on Oahu. Aloha.
Aloha!